Okay, I'm experimenting. I'm gonna make some peanut butter cookies today, but I'm gonna use some oatmeal in them. So this is 100% natural whole grain old-fashioned oatmeal. Kind of like hard, crunchy little pellet things. So I'm gonna put maybe a handful in there. Okay, a handful. I got a normal size hand. A handful. And I'm gonna, because they're so hard, I'm gonna cook them ahead of time. Now what am I gonna cook them in? I'm just gonna add a tiny bit of water and stick them in the microwave. There's enough water in here I put just to make them wet. Just to make them wet, okay? Now I'm gonna stick them in the microwave for, I'm gonna do a minute. Do a minute, partially cook them. Okay, so the oatmeal has absorbed the water. It's cooked them partially, which is nice, good. Now to this I'm going to add a stick of margarine. Now you can either a stick of margarine or a half a cup, because a stick of margarine is a half a cup, or you can use a half a cup of Crisco, or a half a cup of butter flavored Crisco, or shortening, or whatever kind you want. I'm going to put it in here and mix it up in here. Now the difference between cookies and cakes and pudding is they all use the basic same ingredients. Egg, flour, sugar, shortening. With cookies, you use more shortening, okay? With cakes, you use more flour. With pudding, you use more liquid, okay? But they're all basically the same ingredients, okay? Hey, that melted pretty nice in there. Good, okay? So there's that, nice. Now I'm gonna add 1 egg. What does an egg do? It holds the stuff together. So I'm gonna use 1 egg. Mix it up. I'm doing this by hand because I'm just kind of experimenting today. I got the grandkids over and they don't eat very much. I know they eat peanut butter, so I'm going to try to make a cookie that's kind of healthy for them. I whisk out. Whisk makes everything blend and smooth nicely together, okay? So, we'll whisk this. Yeah, much better. That shortening's getting all mixed up in there. Perfect with the egg. Good. A little flavoring. A little, you can hear them screaming down there. About a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay. Now, sugar. You need sugar. So how much sugar? Well, I don't want it too sweet for them, so I'm going to have just maybe half a cup of sugar. I always just use that approximately. Okay? Half a cup of sugar. Okay. Peanut butter. Now, so we've got our sweetener, we've gotten our flavoring, we've gotten our egg to stick it together. We need something to make it rise, and then we need our peanut butter, since we're making peanut butter cookies. So, put this in now so I don't have to... Okay, teaspoon of, this is baking soda. This is not horseradish, it's baking soda. I buy the baking soda in a huge 4-pound bags, and I use it for many, many things. You can use it for brushing your teeth, cleaning garbage off of stuff, cleaning counters. Baking soda is wonderful, very multi-purpose. Baking soda. And then in here, this is baking powder. This helps it rise also. And I'll put a half a teaspoon of that. Teaspoon of that in there, somewhere around there. Those are our leaveners, our things that raise, okay? Okay, now it looks kind of good and goopy. And I'm gonna add the peanut butter. I got this crunchy peanut butter in the cupboard. Nobody's eating it, so since nobody's eating it, it's gonna go in the cookies. Let's see what the date on it is. Sell by, oh, we're under the gun. It's 9/18/15. We're all set. Okay, so how much we want to put in here? Oh my gosh, this stuff is hard as a rock. Okay, we're gonna put a big scoop in there. Okay, there we go. About that much. How much is that? I don't know. How much is that? Whatever you want to put in there. Okay, put it off like that. There we go. And now, here we go. Mixing it up. We've got everything in there we need. Now they're really not that sweet because I only added a half a cup of sugar. You got the butter in there, or the margarine. You got the vanilla. You got the peanut butter. You got the oatmeal to help make it flour, so instead of so much flour. Now we're going to add flour in here. Now, I'm going to add enough flour so we get the consistency of a thick Play-Doh. Let me just use the cup here. Put it in here. Let's try one full cup of flour. Let's see what that does. One cup of flour, it's all it is. Ooh, it smells good. Yeah, that's about a good consistency too. You want a thicker consistency. A cake is more like a hand cream consistency, or a little thicker than a hand cream. You want like a Vaseline consistency, or even thicker for cookies. You can almost play with them in your hands. A little bit more flour, just a little bit more. So about another quarter of a cup. Okay, let me get a spatula here. Get off of the whisk. Now at this point I can taste it and see if it's if it needs more sugar. Because you don't want to use a lot of sugar. Okay, so let's take this off like this. There you go. You know what we can also do if we want instead, we can add some chocolate chips to it. Milk chocolate or regular chocolate chips, semi-sweet chocolate chips. And that would make it sweet. Let's see. Okay, let me just take a little taste of the dough, see what it tastes like. I'm not crazy about peanut butter, but hey, okay. Mmm, very nice. Not very sweet at all. Good. Good, so that's about the texture that you want cookies. See? Okay. Now I'll put my oven to 375, which is the usual cookie. 375. I'll take them and put them on a sheet and then cook them for about 8 minutes. I've got the oven heating to 375 and I've sprayed the cookie sheet. I'm going to stick the cookies on here that we just made, the peanut butter ones. You can almost mold them in your hands, see? Nice and almost, but you don't want to, you don't have to. And I'm going to make them smaller for the kids. A little smaller. Okay. I did flatten them down with a fork before I put them in. Flatten them with a fork. So they're flat cookies instead of puffy cookies.